This is the exacttrades.com movers report for September 23rd, 2011. First trade we're looking at is CAVM. You can see the gap down this morning. Last is at 27.19, right in this 27 area. Going to look for a long off the open on a new high. So look for a bounce. Start with half. See if you get a pullback that holds the low of the day, and then add your second half, and then see if you get a push for a new high of the day. First profit target is going to be about 28 cents from your entry. Second profit target is going to be about 56 cents for entry. Watch 28 for resistance right here, 29, and then 30. So these are the areas. Could come up into this 30-50 area if we get some buying and a strong bounce in the market. We're coming down into support. There's been a lot of heavy selling, so we could get a strong bounce. Just something to watch for. Now this also can sell off on the open. That's fine to set the alert at the high of the day off of the open. See if you get a bounce maybe a little later in the morning or later in the day. Can run up late, break through the high of the day or the open, and then take it long at that point. So you don't have to necessarily take it right off the open. It can come down, move back up, take this trade. There's a lot of money in it to the long side. Come right up in this, and this is an exhaustive gap after this big move down. So it's been selling off for several days. Have the big gap off the exhaustion. Going to look for a bounce and take this long to fill the gap. Next we have AG. Similar chart to CAVM, gapping down. Last is at 1670, so right in here. Going to have this range of about 1630 to 1670. Watch this on the open. You're going to look to take this long on a new high of the day. If it opens, goes a little bit sideways and then bounces, go ahead and take it long. You can start with a half position again. Look for a small pullback or some consolidation. Add your second half and then look for that new high. First profit target is going to be about 17 cents for your entry. Second profit target is going to be 34 cents. You're going to want to watch this 17 area for resistance, 1750, and then right here between 1760, 1765 for that last piece. So watch those areas as you're coming to this trade. I wouldn't mind it coming down a little more down into 1620. It's already bouncing a little bit, so just watch the trade. It can also come down off the open a little bit. If that happened, just set your alert at the high of the day. That's going to be your resistance level, and that's going to be your entry price for taking this long. And now we have PANL gapping down here. Last is at 48.60 right now. Could open anywhere from there, maybe down to 48. We're going to look for this to go higher off the open. So take this on a new high. First profit target is going to be about 48 cents for your entry. Second profit target is going to be about 96 cents, just under $1. Watch 50 for resistance right here, and then 51. Now this hasn't gapped down very much, but this is a strong stock and it's been pulling back into support. And if we do get a bounce in the market or some buying, I think that this could take off. So I would be a little more patient on the long side if you do take this. Maybe instead of taking a half, take a quarter off first, and then another quarter, and then try to leave that last half of your trade to really push up over 51 and into this 52.50 area, possibly even 53. So right in here. So this is one of the stocks that I do like a little more on the long side if it can get a bounce, if we can get some buying in the market. And now we're looking at SLW, gapping down, a little bit of a bounce up off the lows pre-market. We're at 33.55 right now. I do like this more to the short side. I'm going to look to take this short on a new low with some selling. First profit target is going to be about 33 from your entry, 33 cents for your entry. Second profit target is going to be 66. Watch this 32.63 for a little bit of support. I don't think it's going to give it much. And then you're going to come down possibly into 32 and then 31. So take your first two profit targets and then trail a stop down in these areas. As you get into these areas, keep a little closer eye on it. You might want to tighten your stop or go ahead and get out if you see some support or some buying at 32. Next trade is MOS. Last is at 57.40. So right here, low of the pre-market was 56.48. About 56.50 right in there. So we're going to look to take this short on a new low off of the open. This could bounce a little bit off the open. That's fine to set your alert at the low of the day or just above the low of the day. See if it'll turn back over and sell. First profit target is going to be about 57 cents for your entry. Second profit target is going to be about $1.14. Watch this 55 right here for support and trail your stop down into that. Could break 54 and possibly come into, or 55 come into 54. So Also keep your eye on the market for selling and a breakdown through that support level we talked about. If we get that, this could really push down into these areas. And our last trade is ITMN, gapping down this morning. You can see here it's at the support level right around 21, and then we have 2060. So there's still some good money here before the low of yesterday's session from the support it's at now. So I'm going to look to take this short under 2093. So right there. Do wait for it to break that point. It's gapping down, but I still want it to break below that 21 support, 2093. First profit target is going to be 2073, so right about there. Second profit target is going to be this 2055 area, 2058. So watch it there for some support, and then see if it can break down through there, and then trail your stop on your last piece. So you'll take a little bit of profit. You'll take profit a little earlier than normal on their second half, but I want to watch that previous low support, make sure it doesn't bounce there. Then when you break that, you should be fine down into 2050, possibly even 20. I would watch 20 for some pretty good support. So those are the trades for today. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday.